What is up, my fellow studs from around the world? In today's video I am going to show you how to instantly kill Radahn, freeze Godskin Noble. I will also show you how to freeze Mohg, the Lord of the Blood, and I will show you how to repeatedly kill this dragon for massive amounts of runes. We're gonna finish off the video with an easy way to kill the fire giant after the patch. Number 1, Radahn. When patch version 1.03 came out, they nerfed Radahn in that update, so he's not as strong as he was when the game first launched, but if you're still having trouble with him, make your way over to his boss fight location and start by summoning the summons that are available. You don't have to do this summoning process, this is just to make things a little bit easier and give Radahn a distraction. Once you finish summoning every single one, keep dodging his attacks, and shortly after he'll start attacking your summons. Once he defeats them, he'll start chasing you. When he's running after your ass, make your way over to this location in the boss arena. This might be a little bit tricky to find for the first time, but you shouldn't have a problem. Once you get to this location, there is going to be a specific rock that you'll be able to jump on top of. Once you're here, just memorize the exact spots that I'm jumping towards. In my game, there was messages put down by players acting as a pinpoint to help out others. Once you get to the very top, there is going to be a massive branch sticking out from the rocks. Once you're on top, jump down to the lower level branch and make sure Radahn can still detect you. He'll start gravitating up towards the cliff, and if the height is tall enough, he'll jump down, he'll fall to the ground and straight to his death, instantly killed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how to defeat Radahn instantly, super cheese. I will now show you how to bug out Juicy Boy Godskin Noble. Make your way to the boss fight in Volcano Manor. You'll then want to make sure you go into the boss fight just once so that you have the mist available. From here you'll want to back up as far as possible, and the second you're able to traverse the mist, do it. If done correctly, the second you go through the mist you won't be able to progress any further. You'll be stuck behind an invisible barrier. Just keep rolling around and doing some attacks until it pushes you through. Once you have successfully broken through the invisible barrier, go up to Godskin Noble and you will see that he will be frozen, and there's nothing that you can do to unfreeze him except for killing him. If you traverse through the mist and he attacks you and aggroes you, that means you weren't standing far enough back from the mist before you traverse through it. The next mighty enemy that I am going to show you how to freeze up is Mohg, the Lord of Blood. First, we're going to have to obtain one item which will freeze him up. Start by going to the Avenue Balcony Grace. Once you have arrived at this grace, follow the exact path that I take. It's a fairly short one, but I did speed the video up just to condense it a little bit. If it's still too fast for you, slow down the playback speed of the video. Once you get to this location, jump down the well. Once you get to this spot, turn on your lantern for some extra light. Continue following the path once you open up this door. If you already have this area explored, you most likely have a grace here. This area is called the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. You can save yourself some time and teleport right there. Once you clear these hallways, go down the stairs. There is going to be a bunch of rats. This is going to be the next door that you'll have to open up. The second you jump down, the first door to the left, there will be a grace. I would definitely recommend touching this one because there is a decent chance that you might die during the next portion of this process. From here, jump down to this area. There is going to be a bunch of pipes. Keep dropping down until you reach the bottom. The item that we are after is located in this area, protected by these giant lobsters. Run past every single one of them, come to this area and pick up the item. Once you have secured the loot, whether you made it out alive or not, make your way over to Mohg, the Lord of Blood, and you'll want to go into the boss fight just to trigger the cutscene and enable the mist. Once you are inside the boss fight for the first time, let Mohg kill you. This is going to enable the mist to get into his arena, a necessary portion of this process. Once you got that done, equip your Mohg shackle into your inventory, and you'll want to use it 3 times right when you're by the door. I really don't understand how this works the way it does, but it does. Press right against the mist and use Mohg shackle 3 times. Once you've used it the 3rd time, you can then go straight through the mist and you'll realize that he'll be frozen in the spot. There is a small trick to this. I would highly recommend using Rotten Breath to kill him off. If you use any other attacks and you spam them too hard, it is going to cause him to stagger and it will unfreeze him and he'll start attacking you. This can still be done using a regular weapon. You can only hit him 2 to 3 times. You'll have to wait 10 seconds and keep repeating this until he's dead, just so he doesn't stagger and unlock himself. Another catch if you're using Rotten Breath, once you get him down to half health, he is going to reset and you'll have to use the Rotten Breath one more time. Wait for it to enable and fully get to him and just wait until he's dead. And that is how you defeat the Lord of Blood. Once he's dead, you'll get a massive amount of runes. I would recommend using a gold scarab or a gold fanged foul foot just to increase the rune drop. When Elden Ring first came out, there was a massive exploit that allowed you to farm a dragon and get massive amounts of runes. This can now be repeated and truly farmed. Start from the Church of Marika, make your way northeast, and you're going to locate this teleporter. Go up to it, examine it, and teleport to the location. Once you get to this spot, just follow the exact path that I take on horseback. There is also going to be a grace right here, which, if you already know this area, you can teleport to just to save some time. Run past the dragon and continue on the path. Don't worry about being hit. If you're continuously running and not looking back, nothing will hit you. Once you cross the bridge, stick to the right side of this cliff, run behind the minor Erd tree, and there is going to be a spring chute. Jump up it while on horseback. Once you land, continue running straight. There is going to be a dragon and there is going to be a grace on the ground. It is very important that you've already activated and touched this grace, otherwise this will not work. Once you have that very easy step done, make your way over to the dragon. At this point, I would highly recommend using a bleed weapon just to take down massive amounts of health at once. Equip a gold scarab talisman for that extra rune drop. If you're going to do this, I would also recommend having a couple gold pickled foul feet in your inventory. Once you use them just before his death, you're going to get a lot more runes, and it's definitely recommended. Once you're just about to kill him off, make sure you're on your horse, and the second you get the final blow, he is going to twitch. The moment you see the dragon twitch, turn around and go back to the grace as fast as you possibly can. The second you touch it, it will sit you down, and if you've done this step correctly, turn around and you'll see the dragon. But when you go back, you'll see that you got the runes for killing it. You can continue doing this. This is now a legitimate farm for however long this stays unpatched. Excellent for low level players if you're just starting out and you want to farm massive amounts of runes. Like I said earlier, the most important thing is that before you do any of this dragon process, you have touched this grace already so that it sits you down immediately. And now, time for the final cheese of this video. I'm going to show you how to defeat the fire giant after the latest patch. This is not necessarily a massive exploit, but just a very easy way to take him down. When you first spawn into the boss fight, we're going to have to defeat his first half legitimately. The easiest way to do this is just keep hitting his feet and staying directly behind him. This way most of the attacks will miss. Even if you're not too sharp at boss fights, this is pretty easy. It might take you a couple tries, but once you do this first portion, the second half is very easy and it's almost 100% success rate. Once you get the fire giant to half health, it is going to trigger a cutscene, and this is going to start the second phase, which is even more powerful. Once you get to this stage, you'll want to get right behind him and you'll want to use rotten breath on him. Watch out for the first fire attack. He is going to explode and start spewing out fire all around. If the first time using rotten breath doesn't work, use it a second time right after he finishes the attack and it should stick. You'll notice that his health keeps bleeding down. Once the rotten breath has been applied successfully, run all the way back to this cliff, jump off of it to the original cheese spot, and just wait around here until it fully kills him off. His attack shouldn't even get to you. That is it for the video. Thank you very much for clicking on it and taking the time to view it. If you enjoyed it and you would like to help me grow my channel, drop a like and consider subscribing before you go. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.